Hey, what's going on, everyone? So the market's decided to take off, make a very large high. JNUX below 15, so I'll let this batter around, I guess. Dow Jones up 60 points already on a gap up. There might be some exhaustion moves coming or hyperinflation. My guess is hyperinflation, because there's no rhyme or reason about any of this. But looks like my oil futures contract is out. I'll find another one. JNUG gaps down. That's amazing. Natural gas came outside that pattern back into the previous highs. Watch for the previous high break. Winner is coming. Pretty easy move across that. That'd be nice. God damn. JNUG. Slow down. Let's see what's going on here. Previous high breaks coming on SPWR. Everything's gapping up. I don't see crap though. That was from yesterday. I believe yesterday this had a gap, or maybe not. Canada's still running. Hey, hammer. Hammer on JNUG with a spike down. We have a gap down too. It's a gap and run. Pleasure meeting you, J-Nug. Move spike down on J-Nug. Let's see if it'll hold here then. 1480. See if this is an exhaustion move or not in the indices. J-Nug gap down, so it's an exhaustion move. Putting the hammers now on the day, on the minute. Looks like a lot of signals coming in for a reversal. It's way oversold too. What's up, Urban Hippie? Looking for a turn here. What you got going on, Urban Hippie? Got anything going? See if I can't find any more picks off the scans. There's J-Nug for the bottom. Gap down into support on GDX as well. Where's Nugget? Nugget. Where are you? Same as Nugget. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I don't see much off the bat anyways. Everyone's in the same situation, wondering what the heck is going on. Looking for the retraces back into support. Probably a good idea today. Or if J-Nug wants to wake up. Southwest Energy, little previous high break coming. BTSC. Is that one of the blockchain equities? Bitcoin services. So did you get knocked out or another pumper scam? Yeah, because it joined the equities market. Kalamazoo. Escrow service. Probably. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers out there. But it hasn't come back in though. Where did you get caught? I pulled when I gave a good pop. Now it just keeps going. Oh, you sold too early. Well, don't worry about it, dude. Urban hippie. Oh, just cut him off. Sorry about that. There'll be more to come. As long as you made a profit, don't feel bad at all. There's never a bad profit. Selling early hurts, but it's easier. It's a lot easier doing that than I would make it a strong habit to sell early rather than holding on too long, because that's a lot of people's problem. As long as you got a profit, just keep going with the same idea that you had that made that profit. Making you feel better. As trading's tough. FTK looks good off the bottom. It's got a lot of work to do on the volume side. Previous high break, HNRG, whatever that is. Let me see if I can find something in the scans. I woke up late, so I'm late on the scans. Let's do biomedical first. J-Nug. For a quick low. It's over the 8, into the 13, back into the 8 for support. It's got this nice little U shaping. If it doesn't close down, watch for a turn here. The higher lows. right through the averages. I have a gap over here that's going to be very strong to get out of. That's why it's having trouble. So watch for the gap to fill and to, well, it's already filled, but watch for that gap at 1490. Still got support on JNUG. Building, building, building. Looks like all the cannabis all came up on my gap. Yeah, I seen Riot correct. Looks like it's coming into support somewhere. I had the chart up a minute ago. Riot. It's up 8.5% today, so it bounced off that 8 off the daily. But I let it settle in, because usually the bounce comes back as either a double top or a lower high. So, yeah, there's room to grow on it. It came back into support at 13.23 was the high. That's a $10 range. Back and forth for a little while. I'm not sure which one Mara is. Mara. Marathon Patent Group. I have no idea. This one's going to fill the gap. That looks like Epic's took a dump. I was waiting for that to break yesterday. It took a dump instead. Chainlink's taking a dump. HNRG coming over 6, needs a lot of volume. BPSR, that looks promising. It says it's up 63% already though. From 8 to 1, that doesn't make sense. It's going to have a volume breakout as well. PZRX. It's a nice inverted hammer yesterday. Looks like it wants to follow up that wick. Watch for previous highs for support. JNUG's in the dumps. Stuck on its lows. I don't know anything about it, man. What do you got going on with it? I got my scan set up for oil, medical, mining, finance. I haven't looked at finance in a while. Computer tech. Lots of gaps over here. Look for resistance and support through those gaps. It's coming out of oversold, so it looks promising for a pop on DRYS. But I would watch these gaps over here. I think that natural gas looks great. That's going to break outside of there really strong and heavy. It's being whipped around when it's breaking outside that pattern. Broke outside the pattern, came all the way back inside the pattern, and then it gapped open. That's a breakaway gap. Watch for the previous high breaks. Yeah, gaps have strong resistance and support levels. Major. They're very strong. Jeez, Jaina, slow down. What is the deal? I'm trying to create a gap, a breakaway gap scan. I've only worked on it a little bit. Seems to be working okay, but half of the stocks don't even have a gap in it, or I can't find it, so I don't know what to work on. Like all the marijuana stocks that took off, bunch of gaps. There's a gap. So I have a scan that's working on that. I was late on this one, but the scan is new. Previous high breaks, little gaps. Looking for gaps at bottoms. There's a lot of gaps you can play. The other day I mentioned on the weekly update that I don't know what's going on with that gap in the Dow Jones. What was it? Dow Jones. It was a gap over resistance. I wasn't sure how to play that yet. Obviously the play was strong. But at tops, gaps are exhaustion moves. So again, there's a bunch of signals that this thing is going to turn around, and I think this exhaustion move is going to be one of them. But that's still strong, so I don't know what this. I don't know. I don't know until it happens. Natural gas looks the best. Winter's coming. Be a cyclical. Stupid epic stumped. Looks like it was just a head fake though. See how that turns out. See if we can find another gap. Those gaps at the bottom are the best. On a weekly chart, there's breakaway gaps. Gap, gap, gap. Watch for the previous high breaks. That needs volume, obviously. Watching for signals and then a gap is the best. I remember. Bam. BLO. And it's underneath the 8 on the daily. No break in sight. I'd work on getting above previous highs first before. $60 minutes could turn any minute. Another try across the 8 for JNUG. BTC. Looks like a huge volume break on this one. BTC. Where's Steely Tan at? You take a long vacation? Put a hammer on JNUG. Not a perfect hammer, not a long enough wick, but it closed into resistance. It's trying to knock out a bottom. There's war looming. Economy sucks. The only thing that's good is Trump is trying to get more corporations to come back to the United States for home bases. TGC. Watch that. Nice previous breaks. Let's keep an eye on that. This one's good. Good to go. 1,000% on the volume. Breakout on the volume already. On its highs. There we go. Watch for the break. Where's Maria at? Maria's a good eye for breakouts. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you're here, Maria. Got your hands full. You babysitting today, or you got office work? Watch for the retrace on TGC. Here she comes. You're at work, all right. Oh, okay. So you can play on Fridays. If your kids are calm. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're here. Working on that gap, bottom gap scan. I think we'll find something out of it. This TGC is the only one that I can see that has a huge volume breakout. NASDAQ coming all the way back in. I got a hanging man up here, confirmed now. It's a daily NASDAQ. Like I was saying, I think this war is on the, South Korea lobbed a couple bombs over in North Korea. I don't even know. I think this whole thing's a setup. I really do. I think that long range bullshit from North Korea yesterday, I don't even think it ever happened. But the news is running with it. The president's running with it. They need a war really bad for this US dollar domination. Got a 3-bar pattern on, 2-bar reversal plus the pattern coming off the bottom into previous lows. Watch for a break above the JNUG. I think we're being sucker punched back into another world war. And the whole reason why we have world wars is because of those central banks. It's their reset button. I'm freaking tired of it. JNUG looks promising. You got 50% rule right across the 34. So let's see if we can smack that first. Got a lot of lines. I'm sorry. Let's work on previous lows. into previous lows. And let's use that as the 50% roll since I got a bunch of spikes. So 1480 is the target. I think I had GOHE somewhere. JNUG is not having a good day at previous lows. Ugh. I'm gonna double bottom on GOHE. Straight freaking down for JNUG. Thank you very much. Wasted my time. OWCP. Looks like it broke out, came back into support already. So you're just consolidating above support. A little break. And then back in. Already tagged it a little tappy. If you were buying it, I'd buy it at support at the previous breaks. It looks healthy. You got healthy OBV on straight. I bet you that weekly chart looks great. Yeah, it's a previous high standard. Yeah, it looks good, Maria. You're gonna love those weekly charts coming across at 34. That's gonna be a nice little pop for you. Was that Ocean something? I remember that one. Pharmaceutical. It's out of Jerusalem. Pharmaceuticals. World Cannabis Limited. Even the Israelis are doing cannabis. Nice. PED just poked its head up on a breakout on the volume. PED, the hell? Coming off the bottom. I don't know about that one yet. It's filling the gap. I don't know if it's ready yet. It's got a long ways to go to fill it. Coming across on the daily, but the weekly looks like I got a lot of work to do. Looks like a bearish retrace on the weekly there, Maria. Crossing over the 8, over the 13, bouncing. I got an inverted hammer, which is helpful. on the bounce. It's coming into resistance now. It looks like a bearish flag into resistance, and then follow the bouncing ball. It's going to fall over. So I'd watch for that. But the daily looks good coming across. So maybe you'll get a pop and a chance to sell out. I don't know. Previous lows. I don't know. Could break into that range up to 330 again. Daily looks good, but the weekly looks like it's going to have some trouble coming up here. It's going to need some volume to get through that resistance. God, JNUG is just, oh God. Are you killing me? All that work we did on all the miners that were ready. All the miners were ready on the daily. They were ready to pop that daily. Oh, this is rough. JNUG's on its lows, could break previous lows. They're just snatching it up on their lows here. It's ridiculous. $710 to Yuma. Wasn't that the movie? Watch for the previous high breaks on the weekly. That looks promising. Yuma. MXC coming off that bottom there. Look at that. Inverted hammer. Huge inverted hammer. Watch for the breakout. Very close. Very, very close. Which reminds me, I gotta fix my oil. What happened? Yeah, Miles looks like it's coming out of that consolidation, yeah. Well, yeah, I missed that. Where'd you find that at? You find that on the scans? Yeah. It's in the previous lows now, Maria, so I wouldn't, yeah, the hot list, okay. It's got a lot of work to do, hippie, but looks like it's building. Daily looks best as it's coming across the 34 for support, consolidating above the 34. Got a nice inverted hammer at the end, taking out the full range. So you're at support, and it needs to get through that wick on the daily. Oh, the hot list on TradingView? Yeah. I don't have an account, so I don't think I can do it the way you have it. I wish I had this hot list when I was a long time ago. Hell, I wish I had TradingView. I wish I had TradingView a long time ago. It's a nice breakaway gap here on Photonics. Pay attention on previous high breaks on that. No, what I mean is I know I can get it for free, but you have an account, and I bet you that you can change it up a bit. Yeah, Mara looks good. Coming all the way back in, 50% retrace already. That's coming off that bottom, coming into resistance now. If it breaks the resistance, it can go right up all the way to 3. Looks like that's probable. JNUG through resistance. Me back into the 34. Bouncing at the lifeline. I didn't see Miles like a freak. JNUG was saved by the bell all the way down to the bottom. Now I got a double bottom, 2-bar reversal, double bottom here. Confirming that double bottom by breaking into previous lows. Riding up the range. I need to get above 1480 and work it from there. That is pretty sick. Much for the turnaround on that. Could take a while. See the bounce, the higher low. Let it complete the pattern, I think, on that one. JNUG coming into resistance to see if it can't get above it. Feels like it'll retrace here. Ran too hard and fast into resistance as it has to come back in to meet its natural points of return. PED, GBR, TGC. I would watch those. I like this DL there, Maria. Dino's doing good. Retrace real quick. Straight up from the bottom. That's what we were waiting for, I guess. Well, don't get fired. We don't need that. I want to quit my job too. God, I'm tired of people. Some guy come in yesterday when I was trying to trade and tell me his life story about how he wants to buy this shed. It's like, I don't give a shit, man. I'm tired of it's a grumpy old man. No, get it done. The market will be here when you're done. Lithium popped its head up. See if we can't get above the 8 on that daily. Yeah, and more coffee for everybody. Did you hear my spiel on that mining, Maria? The Bitcoin mining? I'm going to see how it goes in 15 days. I should get a $60 payout from $200 investment. Yeah, this Genesis mining, I put some money into the I bought a Zcash contract. I'm not sure about any of this yet. But if I had 10 grand, I mean, and $200 in 15 days, I'm supposed to get a return of 130%. That's what the going rate is. And even higher is Litecoin, but you got to wait 50 days for that. So I did the shorter contract to see if I can get anything. Anyways, I put $200. I guess the trick is to roll it over. So in 15 days, I'll have 260 and I'll roll it over. I don't know. You get up to 10 grand, you can make a living off of it, it seems like. I have a I have a link in the description for mine BTC. I don't know. Something to roll your profits over into. That's what I'm doing. Roll it over, roll it over, roll it over. Keep pressing your bets. Looking for a retire on the beach scenario with the Bitcoin mining. This one has a huge breakout on the volume, so I'd watch it. TGC. ED, GBR. I like GBR's pattern here. I'd wait for a break on that one. Another big corporation conglomerate, huh? Grabbing all the competition. I remember being taught about monopolies and stuff, and it doesn't seem like any of that matters anymore. It's like, how big can we get? It doesn't matter what kind of competition there is. There's a gap on the bottom here. Inverted hammer, bullish, piercing, gap, plus inverted hammer. I would watch this on the previous breaks. Either support buy. $120. That's okay, Maria. I was just talking gibberish. I gotta find some time to work on my scans again. Get your stuff done, Maria. SCYP. I don't know how this pharmaceutical got caught up in here, but why don't we just change that now? PED keeps increasing. Watching for those volume breakouts. Can't believe Bitcoin just took off 1,200 points, 1,300 points now. Psh, whatever. Huge amounts of volume. Bet you there's a lot of selling into resistance here. Excuse me. DRA previous breaks. LTC is my favorite right now, yeah. It weathered the storm, how strong it was during the Bitcoin push. Litecoin proved to hold its own. Everything else got dumped on. Where is it? Oh, oh, big time there. A lot better than I thought it was. Had a previous breaks on the long-term chart on the USD, Litecoin USD chart. Boom, boom time. Well, damn it, Steely. It's the next mining contract I want to buy. As soon as I get to that 500 point. It's a huge previous monthly break on Litecoin. I mean, you can't. He's got like 3 or 4 of them. That's what his problem is. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Hit resistance, wait for the pullback. Yep. On the daily, though, it looks like a gap and run. I don't think, no, that's not right. It's not a gap. It's my stupid. Let's look at it differently here. I'm going to switch back my feeds back and forth. It's easier just to do it this way. Strong on a previous high break. Let's see if that gap, yeah, let's see the gap disappeared. Yeah, double top, let it come back in, watch for that third try across. Let it come back in. It's a good call. Showing a double top. KEG, where is that damn thing? Looks like KEG is coming into a bottom. I'm going to topsy-turvy through the range, inverted hammer, breaking into previous lows. Like that. Watch for a turn on that KEG. I like that Sandridge Mesopotamian. Yeah, looks good. It's above the 34. Watch for the previous breaks. It looks like it came into a top. Now it's coming back in. Hit. Now it's back through. Looks like a couple gaps in the middle. I'm going to watch for the intraday chart to break out, and then you can take a ride. Digitrade. Is this another blockchain thingy? Watch for the breakout on the 60-minute chart. Looks good. Watch for volume. Blockchain development, another one. Jeez, these things are coming out of the woodworks. There's my blockchain equity list there, Urban Hippie. Do you have any others I can add to it? Hmm. DIGAF came in on my scan just now on the gap scan. So I gotta keep up with these things. A lot of these Ameritrade doesn't want to freaking backfill because they're retards. These blockchains. How'd you find all those? There's no other reason why the market's going up. It's got to be inflation. We're overspending again. The only good thing about the economy is Trump's bringing in corporations for more jobs during the collapse. I think that's the only thing that's going to save us. But it's destined to collapse. There's no doubt about it. The higher it goes, the more chance you have for some kind of major calamity. They need to let it rest. I don't know. It's just retarded. GBTC. I mean, it's what the hell's going on? GAHC. That's a breakout coming back into support. I like to see that and see what's going on with this research. Always look at this. I don't know anything about fundamentals. I always come down here. I look at the shares outstanding, the float, and percent held by investors on Yahoo Finance. This one's almost. Looks like a lot of insider investors on this one. We'll find out what they do. Are you sure this is a blockchain? GAHF. GAHC. Unless they're making a blockchain out of voting. I don't know. Research is never right. It's a nice chart on that one, BITCF. Watch for a break. Above 60, looks like. Chesapeake. Like that's picking up here. Lots of good ones ready to move. I think you're right. They just didn't they didn't update their their business profile. I think you're right. Blockchain for elections, which should, if it's done by the right people, I mean, blockchain's that thing that if the evil ones have it in their possession, they'll use it against us. Those psychopaths. The blockchain for elections, I mean, how that's got to be good. Better than voting on those stupid computers, flipping the vote. Everything's so messed up around here. This country has a lot of work to do to get back. Oh my God. It's amazing how many communists are running around. How did it, it's just crazy. Givo. A nice break. A lot of little breakers coming. Yeah, if the elections had a blockchain and I can vote on this blockchain and the blockchain can't be manipulated, and I can use my little receipt by voting on the blockchain to go back and look up my vote at any time. And if we did this right, we can follow through national elections. We can follow through local, county, state, and then the electoral college. Primaries would be legit again. Our voting system is just, it's totally fake. I mean, if you don't realize that, it's totally fake. But then you run into Mark of the Beast. I don't know. It's a technology that can ruin us or it could break us free. Choice is yours. Sanchez. Well, I gotta say, oil's popping today. Let me see if I got that contract out. I don't know why my contract is not working here. My whole chart disappeared on CB1 here. What am I thinking? I wonder why that got erased. The whole chart got erased. I've been following this for months. Now the chart's gone. Oh. Oil's going to break out on the CL2. What do you think, Steely? What contract should I follow for oil? Futures contracts. So I can. I don't know. Gold still above support. Slam a damn a ding dong on daily. Man, things are rough. Back into support on the gold. GVO. Previous breaks. Popped up without me looking. Didn't even look away for 1 second. This oil is heating up. I got a bunch of breakouts coming. KEG, I've got that one over here. Where is it? Matt Lauer. Another psychopath. I understand there's going to be a bunch of high-profile names being arrested. For kitty porn. J-Nut blows. I think I'm going to sign the divorce papers today. Done. Done. There's no fixing you, J-Nug. After that reverse split, nothing. Nothing will save you now. You ruined it. It's on its lows. Don't let that break down. Tell you what, if all this breaks down, all that work. Sluggo with the jokes. Come on. That's disgusting. The Caitlyn Jenner jokes never get old, man. That's disgusting. I bet you somebody paid Bruce Jenner a bunch of money to do this crap. It's definitely a swamp. You know, in the movie The Hunger Games, when you know, all the district players are being trained into the main city, and all those freaks in the stadium with their colored hair and their whatever, the elites. That's what that's what it reminds me of what we got going on in true life. These people are freaks, very out of touch, just like the bourgeoisie and the. I saw a Father's Day meme of Bruce Jenner. Guess who's not getting a Father's Day present this year? I thought that was hilarious. What do you guys think? I think this whole war thing with North Korea, I think it's just a ploy. I think that the whole North Korea establishment is a CIA front to perpetuate the terrorist agenda. There's no way North Korea is doing this on their own. So then they shoot off a missile. And I haven't seen any proof of this missile yet. Yesterday, long range, whatever. The thing went higher than usual. It could reach anywhere in the world now. This is all just propaganda. I don't have any evidence of some missile going off. All it is stupid reports from the mainstream media. I think it's a joke. I think North Korea is a CIA front, and Trump knows it. He's trying to get China to do some action. J-Nugs bye-bye. J-Nugs no more. Yeah, and they're all like, Congress is like insider trading. Oh, no problem. I don't pay taxes. I insider trade. You know, no one cares. Everything's just so messed up. How these people get so rich without anybody noticing? It's just a big club. And I guess if you don't like children or you're a psychopath womanizer, you don't get invited to the club. I know it's a slippery slope. I want to know about these Congress people that have spent how much money in taxpayers' money to settle out in sexual harassment cases, and we're not allowed to know who they are. Is this touching home to anybody? I mean, we got to take the country back. It's retarded. These people are absolutely insane. No scruples. They're running the country on low IQ. Tired. I want to be on the beach in Costa Rica, sipping on some virgin pina colada, trading stocks, trading Bitcoin. I don't see anything going on over here. PLM. Little miner that popped up. Boom, boom. That was a good one. JNUG is done. I am done with you, JNUG. Done. What happened to Bitcoin? Steely, I still showed Bitcoin at 11.2, 11.3. Seeing something I don't? Pick up that VIX there, Steely, coming through. Hanging man, 2-bar reversal, dropped. Oh, look at that hammer on steel. Watch for it. It looks like it's confirming too. Boom, boom time for steel. Looks good. CLF coming across at 34. How's NAK doing? NAK, yeah. Support did not hold on NAK. EOS turned upwards while I wasn't looking. It happens every single night I fall asleep. I heard Congress, a whole bunch of these old fogies are all taking this brain drug to fight off dementia. I mean, this is what it's coming down to. They think they're immortal or something. These people are freaks. Nancy Pelosi can't even put a sentence together. HNRG needs volume. I think oil's where it's at. You can't beat oil on these scans here. Well, if this I gotta go, but if this is not the bottom on JNUG, I don't know what is. Because if it falls through here, it's done. Once it breaks down, it's going to be forever for it to come back in. So watch that daily chart on JNUG. If that daily chart breaks, it could break previous lows, and miners will be in some troubles. It was so good coming into resistance, ready to pop, and just slam back into support. On thin ice as well. I guess watch these oils. Well, I'll do some crosswords. Make sure you can get that brain working. My grandma died doing the LA crosswords every night. She was sharp as a whip. The only person I've ever met can do a full LA Times crossword in a Sunday afternoon. Just amazing. Sharp as a whip. So here we have Nancy Pelosi can't even put a sentence together, and she's running the country. One of the leaders of the commie resistance. These people are freaking crazy. Anyways, I'm sure everyone feels the same way. Something crazy going on and needs to stop. CIE to finally, I like CIE. It's coming out of oversold. Had a huge volume day. It's going to break out in volume again. I would definitely watch that for previous breaks. Into previous lows coming in across 50. I think so too, True Grit. Miners are just taking a beating again. JNUG's at support. Let's see these other ones. See the daily charts at support again. Watch for the breakdown. I mean, it could happen. Anything could happen. These things are on a tether. Beaten down, beaten down, beaten down. Well, I'm just using her as an example. They're all like that. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm running late already. I'll get you guys on the flip side. Don't be so shy. I hate it when I'm over here talking to myself in the morning. So everyone's welcome. We have a pretty small group. There's no trolls. So I think we should be happy about that. But that also means I'm not that successful. Once we find the trolls, then I know I'm hitting the beat. But that's okay. I'd rather be a strong, small group. No problems. I'm going to take the ones that don't work out. Epics. I'd watch Epics too, because they got slammed down, but then it's going to come back across and it's going to surprise everybody. Anyways, I got to go. I want to do this all day long, but damn it, got to go to the job. Sell some sheds. Nothing like working all day on a metal steel building quote. Working it. I'll see you guys. Let's keep working it so we can all quit our jobs, be on the beach. Peace and chicken grease. Thank you. Sluggo, I haven't seen you for a while, so I'm happy you're over here. after your vacation and you kind of cut out. Anyways, good to see all of you. Please don't be shy in the mornings. I feel like a rambling idiot. So appreciate everyone coming by. I'll see you in the morning.